Early life and football beginnings. Ivan Hernán Hurtado, widely recognized as El Cabezón due to his powerful heading ability, was born on August 22, 1974, in Esmeraldas, a coastal city in Ecuador. Growing up in a family that was passionate about football, Hurtado was exposed to the sport from an early age. His father, a former amateur player, introduced him to the game, and soon, Hurtado developed a love for football. Raised in a working-class environment, Ivan had limited access to formal training early on, but his natural talent and love for the game saw him join local clubs. Hurtado was soon spotted by scouts due to his physicality, technique, and awareness on the field. His early years saw him honing his craft in Esmeraldas, where he began his journey in youth football before moving on to a more competitive level in Ecuadorian football. Breakthrough at Deportivo Quito. Hurtado's professional career began at Deportivo Quito, one of Ecuador's prestigious clubs. He joined the club's youth ranks at just 14 years old and quickly progressed to the first team, debuting as a teenager in the Ecuadorian Serie A. His commanding performances as a central defender, combined with his remarkable heading ability and tough tackling, made him a key player in the club's back line. At Deportivo Quito, Hurtado caught the attention of domestic football fans, showcasing his resilience and leadership despite his youth. He played with passion and intensity, drawing interest from larger clubs both inside and outside Ecuador. His tenure at Deportivo Quito was a solid foundation for the player's rise to prominence in Ecuadorian football. Rising star, moved to Emelec. In the mid-1990s, Hurtado's potential as a central defender began to be recognized more widely, leading to his move to Club Sport Emelec, one of Ecuador's largest and most successful football clubs. His transfer to Emelec in 1996 marked a turning point in his career, as the club provided him with the platform to develop further and compete in major competitions. While at Emelec, Hurtado became a fixture in the starting lineup, impressing with his defensive solidity, ability to read the game, and leadership qualities. His imposing presence in the air and on the ground helped him excel as one of the best defenders in the Ecuadorian league. Over the next few years, Hurtado continued to mature, and his performances were pivotal in Emelec's successes, including domestic league championships and continental competitions such as the Copa Libertadores. International career and national team rise. Hurtado's domestic performances with Emelec caught the attention of Ecuador's national team selectors, and by 1995, at the age of 21, he was called up to represent his country. His debut for the Ecuador national team was a significant moment in his career, as he became part of a golden generation that would eventually take Ecuador to new heights in international football. Hurtado quickly became a stalwart of the Ecuadorian defense, and his towering presence and ability to organize the backline made him an invaluable asset. Over the course of his career, he would go on to earn 168 caps, making him one of the most capped players in the history of Ecuadorian football. His leadership and defensive abilities were key to Ecuador's successes in international competitions, including the Copa America and World Cup qualification. One of the defining moments in Hurtado's international career came in 2002, when Ecuador qualified for their first-ever FIFA World Cup. This achievement marked a milestone in the history of Ecuadorian football, and Hurtado's leadership was central to the team's qualification. He became an icon of Ecuadorian football, not just for his performances on the field but also for his determination and pride in representing his country. Peak of career, playing in Europe. While his success in Ecuador was impressive, Hurtado sought to test his abilities on a bigger stage and made the decision to move to Europe. In 2003, he signed with La Liga club Real Betis, which was a significant leap in his career. Though his time in Spain was not without challenges. Playing in La Liga allowed Hurtado to sharpen his skills in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. At Real Betis, Hurtado had the chance to face some of the world's best forwards, which helped him grow as a player. His time in Spain was also crucial in his development as a leader and a tactician in defense. Though his spell at Betis was short-lived, it was an essential step in his career, as it further enhanced his reputation as a tough, no-nonsense central defender with experience at the top level. Hurtado later moved to Sampdoria in Italy, where he continued his journey in European football. He enjoyed a solid tenure with the Italian Serie A club, featuring prominently in their defense and adding to his list of prestigious experiences in top European leagues. Return to Ecuador and later career. After his time in Europe, Hurtado returned to Ecuador in the mid-2000s to continue playing at the domestic level. He rejoined Emelec before later finishing his career at Deportivo Quito. His return to Ecuador marked the end of a long and illustrious playing career abroad, but it also allowed him to finish his professional journey in the country where it all began. Although his playing time decreased as he entered the latter stages of his career, Hurtado remained a key figure in Ecuadorian football and continued to be regarded as one of the best defenders in the nation's history. His leadership and experience were valued both on and off the field, as he mentored younger players and contributed to the growth of Ecuadorian football. Legacy and contributions to Ecuadorian football. Hurtado is regarded as one of Ecuador's greatest ever footballers. His leadership, resilience, and consistency on the field made him an invaluable player for both his club teams and the national team. His influence was not limited to his performances on the field but also his role in elevating the status of Ecuadorian football globally. His leadership and tireless work ethic were exemplified in Ecuador's 2006 FIFA World Cup campaign, where Hurtado played a critical role in the team's historic run to the quarterfinals. This achievement would be a crowning moment in his international career, as he and his teammates helped elevate Ecuador's reputation on the global stage. Personal life and post-retirement. Since retiring from professional football, Hurtado has remained active in the football world. He has worked as a coach, a football pundit, and an ambassador for various football initiatives. His insight into the game, based on years of experience at the highest level, has made him a sought-after voice in the Ecuadorian football community. Hurtado's legacy is also firmly entrenched in the hearts of Ecuadorian fans, who continue to remember him for his passion and contributions to the sport. Through his efforts, Ecuador was able to gain international recognition as a footballing nation, and his name remains synonymous with Ecuador's golden generation of footballers. As of today, Hurtado's impact on Ecuadorian football continues to resonate. From his youth in Esmeraldas to his remarkable career in both Ecuador and Europe, Ivan Hurtado's journey serves as an inspiration to countless young footballers. His story demonstrates that with hard work, passion, and commitment, even the most challenging hurdles in football can be overcome. Conclusion. Ivan Hurtado's career spans several continents, with unforgettable moments on the international stage, particularly in the FIFA World Cup. His leadership, defensive ability, and commitment to Ecuadorian football have cemented his place as one of the country's all-time greats. As a player, a leader, and a symbol of pride for his nation, Ivan Hurtado's legacy continues to inspire generations of footballers in Ecuador and beyond.